never changes a blessing that He has bestowed on a people, unless they change what is in their own souls, and Allah is all-hearing, all-knowing. Like the precedent of Pharaoh's clan and those who were before them, who denied the signs of their Lord, so we destroyed them for their sins, and we drowned Pharaoh's clan, and they were all wrongdoers. Indeed, the worst of beasts in Allah's sight are those who are faithless, so they will not have faith. Those with whom you made a treaty, and who violated their treaty every time, and who are not God-wary. So if you confront them in battle, treat them in such a wise as to disperse those who are behind them, so that they may take admonition. And if you fear treachery from a people, break off the treaty with them in a like manner. Indeed, Allah does not like the treacherous. Let the faithless not suppose that they have outmaneuvered Allah. Indeed, they cannot thwart His power. Prepare against them whatever you can of military power and war horses, awing thereby the enemy of Allah and your enemy, and others besides them, whom you do not know, but Allah knows them. And whatever you spend in the way of Allah will be repaid to you in full, and you will not be wronged. And if they incline toward peace, then you too incline toward it, and put your trust in Allah. Indeed, He is the all-hearing, the all-knowing. But if they desire to deceive you, Allah is indeed sufficient for you. It is He who strengthened you with His help and with the means of the faithful. And united their hearts. Had you spent all that is in the earth, you could not have united their hearts, but Allah united them together. Indeed, He is almighty, all-wise. O Prophet, sufficient for you is Allah and those of the faithful who follow you. O Prophet, urge on the faithful to fight. If there be 20 patient men among you, they shall overcome 200. And if there be 100 of you, they shall overcome 1,000 of the faithless, for they are a lot who do not understand. Now Allah has lightened your burden, knowing that there is weakness in you. So if there be 100 patient men among you, they shall overcome 200, and if there be 1,000, they shall overcome 2,000 by Allah's leave, and Allah is with the patient. A prophet may not take captives until he has thoroughly decimated the enemy in the land. You desire the transitory gains of this world, while Allah desires for you the reward of the hereafter, and Allah is almighty, all-wise. Had it not been for a prior decree of Allah, surely there would have befallen you a great punishment for what you took. Avail yourselves of the spoils you have taken as lawful and good, and be wary of Allah. Indeed, Allah is all-forgiving, all-merciful. O Prophet, say to the captives who are in your hands, if Allah finds any good in your hearts, He will give you something which is better than what has been taken away from you, and He will forgive you, and Allah is all-forgiving, all-merciful. But if they seek to betray you, then they have already betrayed Allah earlier, and He gave you power over them, and Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. Indeed, those who have believed and migrated and waged jihad with their possessions and persons in the way of Allah, and those who gave them shelter and help, they are heirs of one another. As for those who have believed but did not migrate, you have no heirdom in relation to them whatsoever until they migrate. Yet if they ask your help for the sake of religion, it is incumbent on you to help them, excepting against the people with whom you have a treaty, and Allah sees best what you do. As for the faithless, they are heirs of one another. Unless you do the same, there will be tribulation in the earth and a great corruption. Those who have believed, migrated, and waged jihad in the way of Allah, and those who gave them shelter and help, it is they who are truly the faithful. For them shall be forgiveness and a noble provision. And those who believed afterwards and migrated and waged jihad along with you, they belong to you, but the blood relatives are more entitled to inherit from one another in the book of Allah. Indeed, Allah has knowledge of